So speaking of day trading, I'm ready to make some more money. I want to make some more money. Are you ready to make some more money?
Thanks.
We want to learn, bro. So put us on, because I see y'all all the time. I'm not even going to talk about the amounts, but flipping some good money, talk about I just made this in a day. You know, some good stuff. So I want to know what's going on.
Okay, so Forex is just short, for the foreign exchange market. It's the largest financial market, in the world. It circulates $7.3 trillion every single day on a daily basis. So inside of the foreign exchange market, these countries, every different country has a different currency. So all of these different countries' currencies are inside of the foreign exchange market. Now what we do as day traders, as Forex traders, as Forex investors, what we do is we predict the fluctuation of the value of each currency, because so many different factors can play. As you said one time, Trump, he can post something on Twitter, it can decrease the value of the United States dollar, although, that's how inflation happens. So what we can do is we can actually sell inside of the foreign exchange market. We can sell the US dollar to a different currency and make a profit as the US dollar decreases in value. So that's why the foreign exchange market is the best financial market in the world, because it's also recession-proof. Because you can buy and sell. There's no other financial market where you can do that.
Right.
Dope.
And people ask me, they say, okay, look, Josh, this stock's like, teach me how to invest in the stock market, right? And the biggest difference between stocks and Forex, right? And why most people have never even heard about Forex, although it's the largest financial market in the world, is because in America, right? You have all these apps like Robinhood, Stash, Invest, Acorns, things of that nature, right? In other words, investing in the stock market is advertised. You see commercials, apps, ads, all that, right? But the reason why they actually want us as Americans to invest in the stock market, because when you do, what you're doing is you're actually putting money back into the economy. You're actually helping the economy flourish, right? But when you invest in the foreign exchange market, like they said, you're investing into currencies around the entire world. So it's not directly benefiting the U.S. economy, which is why a lot of people never really heard about Forex, because it doesn't really benefit the government. In turn, a lot of people just won't know about it, because those are one of those type of things that, wealthy people know that they don't want to, share with the masses. You know what I'm saying? Because if everybody's doing it, then less people will be investing into the stock market. And so in turn, less people will be investing money back into the U.S. economy. And that's even when you get a brand new iPhone. It actually comes in with the built-in stocks app, because they want you to put your money in the stocks. You know what I'm saying?
I never realized that,
Yeah, subconscious programmer right there. They put it on the app. They put it automatically on your phone, so you can just invest in stocks.
That makes a lot of sense, yo. See, y'all getting the exclusive right here on the podcast. See, that makes a lot of sense. Like, the U.S. is going to promote certain market because they directly benefit from that, but we can actually benefit from this on a global scale. So I think that's really dope. So if we don't know much about like foreign currency, how can we get started? Without knowing too much about it.
So basically, we're actually part of an investment group where we actually learn how to do this from scratch, coming in with no prior knowledge, no anything, no prerequisites for you to be able to learn anything about investing, know anything about trading, for you to be able to learn how to make money doing this, right? And so basically speaking, being a Forex trader is actually a real salary career paying job that you can actually get at a bank, right? So every single bank, every big bank hires Forex traders. Now, here's the reason, right? Like, anyone who has money in a bank account right now, if you have money in a bank account, right, what's happening is every single time you look at your balance, right, you open the app, look at your balance, your actual money, right, is not really there. That's the number that they print out for you to look at. Your real liquid money is actually being invested into the foreign exchange market every single day. And that started the minute that you created a bank account. The minute that you created a bank account, you actually signed an agreement that gave them permission for for those guys at the banks to trade and invest your money. And that's why the banks will always have the most money in the world, because they invest the most money in the world, right? Investing is a rich man's sport. You feel me? So the more capital that you have, the more money that you're going to make, which is why, let's say you have a savings account. Why do you think that they don't want you to withdraw this many times in a month or withdraw this much? Because now you're messing with the capital that they're using to trade. You know what I'm saying? And as far as learning goes, right?
I be getting those notifications that said don't be touching your savings.
They don't like that. Yeah.
For real. No, that actually makes a lot of sense. So technically, even if we're not investing like that, the banks are making more money off our money than we are.
Exactly. So why not learn how to do it yourself and you it, right?
So how we actually learn how to do that ourselves is because, as he said, we're in this investment group. So we're partnering with an educational platform service. This is the #1 educational platform service in the world. It's called I Am Academy. I Am Academy has over a dozen different resources that we get access to, that we use to multiply our money, and that we use to get educated to learn the skills, so we can pass that down to generation and generation. Now we're talking about breaking generational curses now, because once you teach somebody a skill, no matter about the platform, no matter what happens to the platform, you're learning the skill, and nobody can ever take that away from you. They can rob your shoes, they can take your clothes, they cannot take what's in your mind. So you're learning this skill. So that's what we try to do. We try to show the value of the education more than just the money, because we're gonna make money.
I like that. That's real. That's real.
Make money.
Definitely. I mean, like, always picking up a new skill is a blessing and a major key. Now, honestly, I'm liking exactly what y'all saying. I haven't been day trading yet, but this is why I feel like it's very important to have this financial literacy, especially with our people. And you see us out here, so I want our people to really take financial literacy to the next level and invest. If you want to make money and not get paid by the hour and live paycheck to paycheck, you need to invest your money. So let's go a little deeper out in investing, man, because I'm ready to invest. You guys got me talked into it. So when I'm ready to invest, what's the process? How do I start?
Right. So basically, what happens is, first, once you're part of our investment group, here's the process, right? At the minute that you get started, right, number one, you're going to be added to our community, our trading community. We're actually going to be surrounded by like-minded people, other people who are doing exactly what you're doing, to the point where, when you're in these chats, right, you can ask questions at any point in time. And I'll be completely honest with you, you can respond in less than 60 seconds, because we just have that many mentors in the investment group, that many people that knows what they're doing and want to make sure that everybody's winning, right? On top of that, once you do get started, you're going to have access to a platform which starts off with, I'm just going to highlight the top 2 things for you guys, right? The first thing is something called the Forex Academy. So this is basically an online set of videos that's literally going to teach you everything that you need to know as far as trading and investing goes, right? So literally, like I said, there's nothing that you need to know prior, coming into this, because you're literally going to learn everything from scratch. And these videos, right, for example, if I would ask you guys right now, what is a stop loss, take profit, margin, leverage, pips, lot sizes? You probably think I'm speaking Chinese right now.
That's a fact, bro.
These videos, right? They literally break everything down into the simplest terms, right? Each of these videos, a couple minutes, right?
Yeah.
4 to 7 minutes a piece. Literally, they break it down to the simplest terms, to the point where anybody can understand these videos. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, if you watch these videos and you still don't understand what's going on after that, I don't know what to tell you, because we actually call it Forex for Dummies because it's that easy, right? One of the guys that's actually educating on these pre-recorded videos is actually a millionaire himself, right? And on top of that, once you do get started, we actually have an earned while you learn system. So as you're learning, you're also going to be able to make money at the same time, because what happens is, the minute that you're part of our investment group, you're going to be connected to these 6- and 7-figure traders, these guys who have been doing this for years. And so basically what happens is, whenever they take a trade, you take a trade. Whenever they make money, you make money, because every single trade that they take, right, is actually going to be sent out, and literally what you're doing is you're copying the same shit that they're getting in, and you're catching that same move. Whether if they said to buy, right, or sell, they're going to tell you what they're doing, you do the same thing. And so that allows you to be able to make money as you're learning from these guys. And these same master traders that I'm talking about, they actually, another thing, the second thing I was going to tell you guys is that there's actually another platform where you're actually able to get on live sessions with these same master traders, right? And within our investment group, there's over 85 of these guys. Each of them are making in between 6 and 7 figures trading, and they have live sessions throughout the week for you to get on, right? So that's basically saying, if a millionaire told you guys, right, that if you show up at 3 o'clock, I'm going to teach you my strategy, how I make millions. Are you guys going to show up?
Definitely.
Of course. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We show up.
And I love what you said about, even while you're learning, you get to start off in this group with people that are experienced and giving you tips and letting you know, hey, these are the moves I'm making. if you want to make that move. And they're literally showing you these are the moves that they're making. So I love that process of gaining a skill, but in the meantime, I can get money in my pocket while I'm still trying to learn this.
Yeah,
so I think that, that's super dope. You got any questions?
Nah, I think that's the part that I like the most.
Making money while you learn.
Yeah, nothing like school. Been to school, kindergarten to 12th grade for about 13 years, made no money. Unless you did something on the side, like sell snacks in school or something like that. You ain't gonna make
I've
no
been
money.
there,
I've been there too. So, if you're not doing that, there's no way that you'll be able to make money, within those 13 years of school.
Definitely.
And then some people even go to college for an extra 4 years and they still don't make any money during that time. So what they do is, they get into debt, because they have to take out loans, how else are they getting paid, or, they get a job. Most likely it's going to be minimum wage, maybe blessed enough. Out here, I know in New York, it's 15 an hour or starting at 11. Where I'm from, Dallas, Texas, you starting about $8 an hour, $9 an hour. With that type of income coming in, it's not a lot, to be able to help you pay for college. That right there, being able to make money as you learn the skill, that right there was a game changer for me. I said, wow. And you never did that before.
And what I can co-sign without even having physically done this yet, but what I've seen people involved in this from different ages. So when he's literally saying that it's so simple, you should be able to figure it out. Like I've seen older people that aren't that great with technology to people younger than me, like all doing these things, and they're making money. So it seems to be an easy process. This is why I'm excited. This is why I wanted to bring them on. I want you guys out there to build more financial literacy and invest. Like, have money. Do not do the paycheck to paycheck thing. This pandemic should be a wake-up call to everybody. Like, let's make sure I have stuff stashed for the future. Or even if you got a side hustle and you want to develop your own business, like, build this investment capital. If we want to get more information, we want to sign up, get involved in this group. What can we look up? Do we find you guys on social media? Is there a website? What can we do if we want to?
So you can actually you could track the success within our investment group. If you guys want any more information, you could actually check out my Instagram at JStuntin1, right? JAYSTUNTIN1, right? Also
you can check out my Instagram, TradeWorldZay, TradeWorldZay.
Right. And one of the main reasons, right, the reason why you actually want to learn a skill, right, where you can make your money work for you instead of you working for it, because if you're working for your money, you're doing it the wrong way, right? If you look at any millionaire, these guys who have multiple 6, 7, 8 figures, they're not exchanging their hours for dollars anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're not clocking in and going to work to make their money. What they do, right? There's 2 ways to make money in this world. Either you're going to exchange your hours for it, right? Or you're going to exchange a skill or money for it, right? So you have a decision. Now, most people never really learn how to actually invest or ever learn how to multiply their money, which is another thing that all millionaires have in common. They know how to multiply their money because, like Zay was telling you don't learn those type of things in schools, right? Most people don't grow up learning about investing from the people that they're around, right? Their parents, schools, because they never teach you those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. When you go to college, right? Here's what most people do. Most people, what happens is this: they go to school, get a good job, right? Get good grades, get a good job, and then what happens is they go on to work. We actually call this the 40-40-40 plan, right? Right? Or some people call it the 40-40-40 scam. Right? And so basically, what happens is now that you've done that, what you're doing is you're working 40 hours a week for the next 40 years just to retire for 40% of what you used to make, right? But the average retirement age is 65. Right, the average life expectancy is about 75 years old. So now your like the average retirement savings does not last you any longer than 10 years. So let's say you live to be 100 years old, right? That's the last 25 years of your life that you're gonna spend old and broke, which is a horrible combination. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say it's not time that's gonna retire you. It's not about how long you're working. It's not about time. Time's not gonna retire you. Money is. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why most people still struggle financially today is because they only had a job. Nothing's wrong with having a job. What's wrong is only having a job. Because now, guess what? The minute that you're not working, you have no money. Right? Now, when things like this happen, a pandemic, right? The plague, right? Now that right there just exposed that exposed the weakness in the system that most people follow.
To piggyback a little bit on that, the key is what we're trying to do is give you the independency, because you only have one stream of income. That right there is not gonna cut it, because what if that one stream of income cuts out. You feel me? So, you know, within the span of 6 months, if you're not able to continue to pay your bills without having a job, that's when you start to figure out that, okay, now it's starting to be a problem now. Because I won't be able to pay any of my bills after 6 months. You know, because, you know, it's two sides of money. The left side of money is, you know, employees and self-employed. You know, employees, they work for money, they exchange their time for money. Self-employed, they're a little bit better. Those are your barbers, your nail techs, your hairstylists, you know, cosmetics and things and whatnot. But they only can make money if they're the one working. That's not too bad, but you know, it's still employed to an extent. Now, on the right side of money is where you have your investors. You have your business owners. Now, investors, they learn that you do not need to use your time to be able to make money. So, you know, because like the richest investor in the world, Warren Buffett, he said, if you cannot make money while you're asleep, you'll work until you die. And I don't want to work until I die.
And I want to make money while I sleep.
So yeah, that's just a little bit, you know, that's just a little bit of the intellectual part, the what we think about, you know, why we even spread this information. Because honestly, we can just make this money and we can be quiet. We don't gotta tell anybody. But you know, we want to spread the wealth because we know it's a lot of people who need this.
Need it.
A lot of people need this, not want it, but they need this right now. So this information is life saving.
Definitely.
Right.
Let's even like flip the scale. So because we kind of address the people that might not have been investing and going over the importance of investing in financial literacy. Let's kind of talk to our brothers and sisters that do have some investment into the stock market, the U.S. stock market, right? What's going on, and kind of, especially this pandemic, the plague that was going on, kind of exposed the vitality of the stock market and what's going on. So being involved in dealing with the foreign currency and the day trading, is it safer than the stock market, or can we, like, so to the people that are in the stocks, like how do we let them know that this is important to get involved with this and open their eyes to this?
Right. Yeah. So the stock market. See, another one of the main differences is this, right? The stock market. This is about a $22.4 billion industry. That's how much money goes to the stock market every single day. Now, they actually call the stock market the little sister to the foreign exchange market, right? Because the foreign exchange market, like he told you guys earlier, is a $7.7 trillion a day market, right? So the jump from billions to trillions is at least 3 zeros, right? And now, if money is circulating that is at a much higher volume in the foreign exchange market than the stock market, right? Number one, you're gonna be able to make money at a faster pace. Two, in stocks, what you're doing is you're investing into companies in the United States, right? So as a company makes money, your investment makes money. As a company declines and loses money, you lose money. For example, the minute that came out, right? Millionaires lost millions. Billionaires lost billions, right? Because stock portfolios are crashing, going to the ground. Now in the foreign exchange market, because we were able to predict that, you know, the US dollar was gonna become weaker, right? All we had to do was simply sell the US dollar, and we were able to make money going down, because in the foreign exchange market, you can make money as the market goes up and down. So this actually makes this a recession-proof market.
Damn.
Dope. I love
and also, you know, just to piggyback on that a little bit, you know, inside the stock market, as he said, you know, you're investing in U.S. companies. Inside of the foreign exchange market, let's say you have $100 in the stock market, $100 in the foreign exchange market. $100 in the stock market, as he said, once it goes up, you get more money. Once it goes down, you lose money. In the foreign exchange market, you can put $100 inside of a trading account, but you can decide how much of that $100 you're willing to risk. You can say, well, once I lose $20, I'm done. Once I lose $10, I'm done. But once I gain $60, you can take me out as well. So you can automatically input these numbers, and it does it automatically for you.
Definitely.
That's another plus, you know, with the foreign exchange market.
Definitely. I mean, you guys got us, so we want to make money in our sleep and invest in. I encourage you guys, find these brothers on Instagram. Any questions that y'all have, any way y'all could try to sign up, reach out to them and get this money. Get this money right now, especially if you lost your job. It's another reason to get the money. If you're working, you already see the pandemic. At any day, your job could close. It could open up. Who knows if it's going to go back to phase 1 or phase 4. So to bring some more stability, you need to invest. And we just want to give you guys an option that's out here that I personally have seen people making money from. And personally, we're going to sign up for it. So, we do want to let you guys close it out or anything. Let the people know.
So one of the last things, right? I want everybody to know, you know, the way you want to think, like everything starts with the mindset, right? To be able to become wealthy, successful, be an investor, business owner, there's a certain mindset that's required, right? So the way that these guys think about money is different, right? First, you got to understand that what you're doing right now, what most people are doing right now is they go to work, get paid, and then they pay what? Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do it again, go to work, get paid, and then pay bills. Right? So understand that most people don't get paid, their bills do. Right? Meanwhile, look. So check this out, right? At a time about 60, 70 years ago, you can put your money in the bank, and this is why I say, if you're a millionaire, you can't work your way to $1 million. If you're working with your hands, you're thinking too little, right? If you think you're gonna save away $1 million, savers are losers, right? You cannot save away $1 million because the time 60, 70 years ago, you can put your money in the bank, right? And over the course of a year, it would go 12%. Right? Over the course of a year, your money will go 12%. Now today, right, you put your money in the bank, it's only going to go 0.03% every single month, which is a third of 1%. So it would actually take you 86 years to grow your money, that same 12%. Now in the foreign exchange market within our investment group, people like to ask, okay, how much can I look to see as return on my investment? So, because we trade with the help of 6-7 figure traders, they're guiding us and teaching exactly what they're doing, right? On average, we look to see between anywhere from 20 to 40% growth of our accounts every single week, right? So let's just say you do the minimum of 20. Once you got the hang of things, if you grow your account 20% every single week, right, for 4 weeks, right, a month, that's actually equivalent to a little bit over 200% gain of what you had at the start of that month, compared to the 0.03% you would have gotten from just letting your money sit in the bank.
Facts. I don't know. That's facts. And you shouldn't want people making more money off your money than you. So invest that. Yeah. For real. I think that's beautiful knowledge, man. I'm excited. Like, as soon as we get all, I want to sign up. What's the name of your group again, too, just so the people know?
So the name of our investment group is actually called Trade House Investment Group, right? And really, what our goal is to really educate the masses. You know what I'm saying? Like, teach people the things that that you can't learn in schools, that you don't learn on the regular from people around you, right? What we're doing is we're literally showing people that there's a million ways to make $1 million, right? And working a job just isn't one of them, right? So really, what we're doing is we're exposing people to financial literacy, right? Wealth, investing, being able to make their money work for them, so that instead of them working for it, because like I said, guys, right, if you're working for your money, you're doing it the wrong way, and that's the main thing that we're doing. We're actually giving people education to show them that there's plenty of ways to make money, because it's 2020, right? Technology, everything else, right? That's the old way of making money, right? In 2020, if you don't have a way to make money from your phone, right, this $1,000 device that we have in our hands, right, then you might be behind the generation.
Oh, most definitely. Financial literacy, invest, get that money. We signing up, man. I want to thank you guys for even taking the time to come and bless us with this knowledge and financial opportunity. It's something we want to partake in. Hope that the followers out there, you guys take advantage of this, man. Take some great advantage. Like I said, I've seen people making money in different ages too. That's what kind of blew my mind, is just seeing people older than me to younger than me to people my age, all getting profit and quickly, So that's dope. Anything you want to say before we end it?
I was listening this whole time.
Just listening, just learning, man. So tell me your social media one more time. We're also gonna have it on the bottom so they can see, but just so they can follow you guys.
J Stunton 1, right?
Oh, Trey, where's that?
We got
It's your boy Wraith. You already know.
The real Wraith. Yep. The real Catered Down. Make sure you guys subscribing Catered Down on YouTube for the latest podcast episodes and for the latest comedy skits. And of course, new music, Super Flow coming out. Couple shout outs, man. Shout out, let's do some shout outs, because people hit me up about shout outs. Shout out my boy Chucks. Shout out Red Jacobs. Shout out D. Shout out Super Dope for the cover art. Everybody, it's a long list, man. Shout out everyone that's watching, supporting. Put your name in here. We'll try to remember for the next episode. But
shout out to my man Raymond. He told me he watched the last podcast.
Appreciate you, Raymond.
And shout out to my boy Jordan, because they've been showing love and support. So.
Appreciate that. Any shout outs you want to do before we go?
Shout out Trade House, you feel me? Because they're the one who educated us, enlightened us. They brought us into this opportunity. Now we're able to help other people. So that's what it's about right there.
Shout out to Trade House. Let's get this bread. All right, Love First Podcast, man. Thank you guys once again for our special guests. You guys are amazing.
They say I'm super. laying in town.